Good evening, Rattlers.
Good evening.
Come on in and join us for another edition of Thursday Night Faint Exchange.
Another rousing
Favorite-
round. Okay.
Your favorite Rattler girlies, fluffing our hair as we
Right.
get ready to hang out because we both sitting up here
Trying to get ourselves together.
trying to
Okay.
get it together.
Woo.
But
It's
here we
time.
go. Here we go.
All right.
So
Are
it's
you
Thursday.
eating, friend? So you trying to
I
eat?
thought I was, but I'm it's Thursday. I can't believe it. Now look at this. Look at this right here.
Grand
You
Rising.
know we can't stand a grand rising.
Friend, we were supposed to remember how we said we was gonna come in if we
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it on Monday.
Okay.
We gotta do it on.
I was ready. I was ready to be gangster by gangster
like
because
Monday. When we do our year review.
What happened on? I guess I could put my not being gangster because like y'all know I
You
can't.
look like a teacher right there.
Well, that's what I do.
He's giving teacher.
That's what I do. So I was gonna try to be gangster, but since we waiting for Monday to be gangster, put my glasses back on so I can see. But anyway,
y'all come on in and hang out with us as
for
we
a minute,
discuss.
because we tired, y'all.
Yeah, it's been a day. We've been, ears to the streets, ears to the all the things. We've been at it all day. So we just happy to be here with y'all. Hey Marvin. What's going on, Marvin? Make sure you not you, Marvin, because I know you already in. But make sure you like the stream.
What did I say?
Share.
We late. It's my fault. Y'all
We're a
blame
little
me.
behind schedule, but we here, better late than never, right?
It's my fault.
Hey, little baby. We had a couple things that pre engagements prior to the show, so we had to come on a few minutes late, but we're here and we excited y'all, coming in like usual on Thursday night. We got some exciting things coming up this week, tomorrow. As we talk about Rattler sports, it's off season, so we had a couple signees from football.
Let's get the abysmal and dismal doom and gloom out the way.
Can we get that out the way?
Yeah, let's get it out the way.
Yeah, because of course, y'all know we do the review show on Mondays on ONG, right? That's our
and I missed it because
and our girl Shay was not feeling well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all. I had anyway. Side note: the older you get, you start being allergic to stuff you were never allergic to. Right. Y'all, I broke out in ungodly hives the day of the show. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So let me get my little.
That's what it is. You couldn't get yours out, huh? That's what that Monday night you missed your opportunity.
I have to get this out. Go ahead and get this out. So the Rattlers of Florida A&M traveled on down to Itabena, Mississippi. 2 days after Thanksgiving. I missed y'all too. I was in the chat still trying to windmill a little bit, but I couldn't talk like I wanted to. But
it did.
We're gonna talk about that too. Y'all lay around for that. We're gonna talk about that. Let's get through this real quick. I know y'all don't want to talk about it, but I got some things to say. So we went down, and I guess the Rattlers must have still been full of Thanksgiving turkey. I don't know, because we was the turkey in Itabena. We were the turkey in Itabena. Very, very interesting game. As was the tale of our season. The opposite team had record numbers on the season against us, record scoring,
game highlights.
Game. Y'all, since in the last 7 years, I have not seen so many FAMU football games in folks' highlight reels that I've seen this year. Is
Right.
anyway, high scoring as you know what? I did not think it would be high scoring. I take that back.
Hey, Miss Gail.
Thank you, Miss Gail. Yes. Since I got a win, we got to be a little stylish. But anyway, I did not expect it to be as high scoring as it was. And I also expected that I did expect that, they would score. But I thought that ultimately at the end, we would wear them down and
I did think that. I thought it would close at the beginning, like it
yeah.
usually is anyway. No matter who, Valley
Valley
fight
is
hard in the beginning typically.
consistently, but they've been consistently the team, no matter who they play. They normally, and this is no shade to Valley because they beat us, so I have nothing to say against Valley. But normally they have nothing to play for. I mean, they've won 3 games in the last 3 years, 2 of them being to us.
Which
So 2 conference games. So I mean 3 conference games. So they consistently have nothing to play for except for to ruin somebody else's season. And so this was in the game where we needed we needed this game in order to have a winning season, which we have had. We've not had a winning season since what, 2016 or 2017 was the last time we did not have a winning season, I
it's
believe.
been a little while.
Yeah, it's been like 8 years.
Hmm.
So we needed this game. Valley had won 1 game to date. So, it in the grand scheme of who needed it most and who wanted it most, you would think that the odds would be in our favor. It was not the case. And I think I was thoroughly disappointed to see that a lot of the same plays that people beat us on consistently all season, Valley used against us and scored. I think nobody talked about it on the review show, so I'm gonna call it out here, and then we can move on. As she, it's pretty much said what she wanted to say.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I said.
there was a play. I want to say it was about 3rd and 7, and they ran. It might have been like a simple screen or something like that to the left side. They converted on 3rd and 7. There was a holding call that brought it back, and it was 3rd and 17. They ran the exact same play to the exact same side, right, right, the same. Literally, they did it. They just did it again on the same side. They didn't change size. They didn't change the play. They didn't change the receiver. They didn't change anything. They ran the exact same play right behind each other. After we were saved from converting because of a holding call, they ran the exact same play and converted on 3rd and 17. And I want to say they may have gotten like 21 yards. At that point, I said, "Oh, we're gonna lose this game." I accepted. I was like, "Oh no, we're gonna lose the game." And ultimately we did lose the game. Only thing that I can say is that I'm just glad that this season is over. It's been rough for us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's all I got.
Yep. We've we've again review show. We've talked about the consistency of the inconsistencies all year. Um, so I mean, it's good to look forward to that the season is over and we can kind of move on to like other programs and other things, and then hopefully football rolls back around. Football doesn't truly stop. The games stop, but recruiting is always happening. Conditioning is happening. Spring, fall, summer. So hopefully we can look forward to some more signees from high school,
Yes,
whatever
yes,
signings have
yes,
come in
yes.
from the portal. And one thing I do like speaking of, like there are some obvious areas on position areas that could improve, and those couple signings we got kind of spoke to that offensive line. High schoolers love seeing that. And just looking forward to seeing some holes being filled, lots of holes being filled. Actually, that would maybe potentially give us product. on the field.
I have nothing positive to say
Yeah.
concerning recruitment or signing day, so I'm
Yeah,
not going to
yeah,
speak.
recruitment and signing day. Well, yeah, we won't. Yeah, there was a lot left to be desired on early signing day and recruitment, and it officially ends tomorrow. If I'm correct, it ends tomorrow. It was
Yes.
yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So there's a lot to be desired. So we got 24 more hours to see. I'm bringing the rear, but as of right now,
Um,
there's a lot left to be desired as far as the early signing period for the high schoolers because we've only seen two. Not sure what's going on.
Miss Gail, let me answer Miss Gail's question. Yes, the same exact
Yes, they did.
place.
Yeah, they did.
Yes,
Mhm.
and score the
And work.
same
It
exact
worked.
way.
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
absolutely worked.
Whoever Old Green 78. You know what? We can't be sick because it is a continuation of what we've kind of seen all all season. Shout out to the seniors, our guys that are graduating.
Hmm.
Um,
We have quite a few too. We have quite a few
yeah,
graduates on both sides of the ball, so we're gonna have to retool this team anyway. Just
yeah.
sheerly off of graduates, let alone the portal isn't officially open and it's already
We have a
jumping.
lot of people in the port.
It's
Best
already
of luck
jumping.
to those that came. They
Yeah.
donned the orange and green. So we are still, saying best of luck to you. We hope that you do well in all your future endeavors. They are still student athletes. They're still, kids for lack of a better
Young folks
phrase.
to us. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are,
Wishing
nothing
them the
ever
best.
we're taking away from those kids. We know that we have a lot of work to do on our front. And like Ashley said, I am happy to see. I was telling her today when we were talking on the phone. I'm happy to see that the few signees that we did have were high school students. I think that Ashley and I were kind of talking, and like we say all the time, we're always strategizing. Like we really think we coaches. And we were talking about just the fact that the way that the culture has changed and the climate with NIL, this is our opportunity, HBCUs and even other FCS schools. This is our opportunity to really re-engage high school students again, because
Hmm.
outside of those 5 stars and 4 stars, they're not getting any no love really.
They aren't getting real
Um
love because the portal is
yeah.
taking
So
over.
this is our opportunity. But what that does mean, I guess this will help us to move into the conversation. What that does mean is that there is a level of patience that we're going to have to learn to pack, because it'll be a true rebuild and development. But like me, Ashley and I were talking about, I think we can legitimately deal with a rebuild and some time that it's going to take when the students are high schools students.
Hmm.
The struggle, I think, is uh rebuild with 7 and 8
With
years.
people who have 1 year left on in the fold, maybe two.
Been
Um,
playing for 6 years.
high
How
schoolers
do you
need
develop that?
obviously are raw and need to be developed. So that does take time to do that, but um,
Yeah,
and we we need to make sure that there are some things that that's left to be desired, but we have to bringing in high schoolers is is always good because it helps invigorate the culture. They're on campus usually because they're freshmen. They're not staying off campus most likely. They're living into the fabric of Florida A&M is getting into their being, like it did for us that spent all our years at one school and from bright-eyed 18-year-old to whatever age it was when we graduated. So
yeah,
having high schoolers always carries the culture. And you learn that more and more with this transfer portal getting more and more dominant. The larger schools with larger budgets, they dominate the portal. They're gonna have their pick of the litter when it comes to the best highly qualified athletes because they have the NIL dollars that match the market that it is. So you want a high level quarterback out of the portal. Sure, some FBS or some FBS G5 school can go get the best quarterback that's in the portal for whatever dollar figure that is. Doesn't always happen that way for our level. So yeah, it'd
we're gonna have
be
to get the high school
high
guys.
schoolers and then also evaluate and recruit out of the portal those who really fit systems have systems in place that really fit us and not
the
just
plug and play of the portal.
plug and play.
Like build your team, your culture, and we're not coaches, so they're gonna do what they want to do.
They're gonna do how they see fit.
Strategize and what we have talked about. If you build your team around those high school students, that way you ensure the perpetuity of the culture. Because I think that a lot of what was missing also in teams currently is true Rattler culture and true Rattler spirit. And it's not those players' fault. Those kids, it's not their fault. We weren't embedded in FAMU culture overnight. You know what I mean? And also too, imagine many of us got that real true culture spirit, that real true Rattler spirit, I'm sorry, our freshman year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we stayed on campus, or we were involved in a lot of things that were happening on campus freshman year, sophomore year. Think about it. Once you're a junior, you think you're grown. You know what I mean?
You're living on campus, you're coming only to go to your classes.
You coming
you
to
kind of
campus
mind your
for
little business
class.
at that point. Yeah.
And you out of there. You know what I mean? You coming in sweats and you coming for class and you out of there. And so imagine being a grad student. Imagine being 25, 24, and you transferring to this university. The culture and the Rattler spirit is hard to embed that in a grown person. You know what I mean? It is for the 18-year-olds and the 19-year-olds that step on campus bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. So I think that if you build your team around those high school commits,
and then adding your plug-ins, that bring like the veteran mentality to the room.
In the trenches, you know what I mean? Those key positions. But you got some skilled players, some high school skilled players that are ready to play today.
And that's the funny thing. Like, high schools are becoming more and more ready-made. I mean, I even looked at a couple of high schools at some other programs at different levels than ours, and they literally have true freshmen playing.
Yeah, even size-wise.
They just coming in ready. They're just coming in ready.
Are huge. They're 6'6".
They're
6'6", 310 pounds in high school. I teach high school. I teach 11th graders. I look up to 55%. In the boys, I am looking up to 80% of them. They're all taller than me. They're all, and I'm talking about significantly. These kids are huge. They come in even from a size standpoint,
height-wise,
ready
they might
to
put on
play.
a few more pounds, but they're ready to play.
They may need the strength, right? The strength that you're not getting in high school that you would develop in college from weight training and things like that. But I think that high school for HBCUs, in order for us not to fall into this unintentional JUCO space that a lot of FCS schools have fallen into, where we get these players and they come for a year just to get some film and then they, you know what I mean? If we are, they're ingratiated in our culture, then I think we stand a better chance. We're still going to lose some of them. You know what I mean?
Lose some of them because
even high school, you're going to lose
some opportunities. Some of these guys can't pass up on. Which, but you just don't want a high percentage of guys walking out the door every season. Although if you can help it, but that takes coordination from coaching staffs, university leadership, athletic leadership, NIL based opportunities and things of that nature. That's the nature of the beast. And Tasha and I have been on the screen preaching for I don't know how long now that NIL is a real thing. Rev share is even now into the picture, because initially rev share wasn't a conversation, but even rev share is now for the schools, including ours who opted in. Rev share is a thing. So we
did opt in.
We did opt in. So NIL is maybe considered optional, depends on how you view it. But rev share, if you've opted in, is what you agreed to do as a university athletic department. So that's the nature of the beast. And the good thing is that we're here, we've been here, and we've had an opportunity to grow, learn, and expand our knowledge and our footprint, and well, not necessarily footprint, but our base of how we do things and structure, so that we're ready to roll even more than we've already. Take us to the next level, pretty much, is what we're doing. So there are some revamps that are happening, but we cannot allow this new space of college sports, and it's not just football, but college sports, to pass us by.
Right.
And so it's really jump on the train now, or the train is going to be down the road.
Well, the train is already
The train
down
is
the road.
already rolling. It's
Yeah,
already down
it's
the road.
already down the road. We're
We're
playing catch up.
we're
100%.
playing catch up to and we've got to just figure out how to stay on the train. And
Yeah,
we have organizations that are ready to roll. Like there's nothing left to do other than to just latch on. So I do. Someone in the comments mentioned about NIL have being brought up at
I was
the
about to
meeting
go
today.
to that. Mm-hmm.
So yes, it was brought up at the meeting today, and it gave us an opportunity to kind of lean in with leadership in the background as of right now to kind of lean in from and kind of talk to them and give them some commentary about who we are, what we've been, and kind of double down on it. Many of our leadership have already been engaged with us. Many athletic leadership as well as coaches. So we're not worried about that, but we also need to make sure this is an opportunity to again ramp it up to the next level of what we already do, because that's all we're waiting. That's all we kind of need is to take it to the next level from a concerted effort.
Yeah. So for those of you that were not on the we're not on the board of trustees meeting, one of the trustees after the athletic update, one of the trustees just brought up the fact that he would like to see in the next update some type of plan or something about NIL, what we plan to do as an institution, how we plan to attack it, some type of synergy, because of course, as we all know, we give to a lot of different entities and arms concerning our give back at FAMU in general. And so his ask was really kind of like a streamlined um plan in order to give towards NIL. And so as many of you all know, Fang Exchange has been here and has been doing our best and to meet the need as we can, and you guys have been great supporters, but we would like
There's
to,
another level
yeah,
that
reach, we would like to take it to another level and try to um create some more synergy between Fang Exchange and FAMU athletics from an administrative standpoint. Coaches have latched on, and we have great support from a lot of coaches and a lot of other people in athletics, but just from the administrative standpoint,
right. We have new leadership coming in, so
it would
you have to lean
definitely,
in. We have new
yeah,
leadership
whoever
that's
that
come
is.
in and new leadership that will be coming in, athletic leadership. So that's what the ask in the next step is to take the next level, to go to the next level um with this new set of, like, again, this is everybody sees it, we see it, we have another AD coming in a couple weeks. He may or may not have a plan. It's up to our responsibility to say, hey, here's something that can support you, and then it's up to him to decide, what that means for the athletic department, and we are going to work with whatever it is athletic department decides and direction they go in. But that's kind of where we're headed next, rolling into 2026. We're still here. The media side of things is always here for us. We want to increase our memberships. We want to increase our giving. We have done a great job. Again, like Shay said, you guys have supported us through this time thus far, and we're gonna just take it to the next level. We have a lot of rattlers out there in Rattler Nation that need to lean in with Fang Exchange and help us with the athletes, because we all want to win. We all want to see our athletes stay. I mean, we saw like our SWAT kicker, all SWAT kicker getting the portal, and a couple other guys getting the portal. That not saying that it was due to NIL, but we want to be able to engage in the conversations deeper than we have been able to in the past, because we have been that anchor in the past for student athletes who were considering testing the waters, and we were able to, be that anchor for them and our coaches, even in the track team as well. That's why we were able to retain Kirk Dawkins, who was our NCAA track athlete. So that's what Fang Exchange does. That's what we do, and what we've always done. And y'all kind of know that about us. So yeah, it was a conversation at the Board of Trustees meeting today, and we look forward to the further conversation with our new leadership to keep it rolling, right? So what's next? Today's Thursday.
Yeah.
What
So
we going to talk about next?
also I want to say that
Give me 1 second. I need to go. My phone is dinging off the hook. Hold on 1 second.
also I want to say for those that are curious about how you can help, if you are a part of a local alumni chapter, just suggest or reach out to your chapter presidents and just ask them, or suggest that we have a conversation or see how we can create some type of meeting or have a meeting and sit down with the alumni associations. I think if other people are recommending it as well, it would help us greatly to be able to talk to a lot of the alumni associations just locally that we may not be able to reach out to. So if you are a part of your local chapter of FAMU, National Alumni Association, reach out to your president and say, hey, have you talked to them girls from Fang Exchange? If not, why not? Because it will really help us if we can talk to the different chapters. That way we can create that synergy that Trustee White was referencing today during the BOT meeting. But yeah, so on that note, please make sure that you, if you are not if you are not a member of Fang Exchange, please visit www.fangexchange.com, peruse the website, and while you're there, even if you don't do it today, if you do it tomorrow or the next week, whatever, choose a tier, become a member. We have packages that range from $10 all the way up to $250 a month. They support athletes. We have a few football players that will be graduating, but we roll right into basketball,
Yep,
girl,
absolutely.
ladies and men's track, as Ashley already mentioned, um, and also we are looking into softball. So we can't do any of it without your support. Your support is paramount. So please do that and share it with somebody else. Have them to join.
Yep, that's absolutely it. And make sure that you continue to speak about it. Just do the small things. Talk about it when you can, and when you're talking to another alum or someone who might be interested. Also, make sure you're following all the social media pages, sharing on YouTube. Monetization is a key also
Right.
to put those dollars. That monetization also helps.
Yeah.
So at the bottom here is a ticker with some details and some information. So make sure you're keeping up with that as we continue to show and as we move on. So moving right along, now that we've
Get your
handled all
social
of
house
that,
bottles. It's about to be the
yeah,
Christmas season,
it's about to be Christmas.
New
Good,
Year.
good Christmas gift. Good New Year's. Pop your bottle
Pop your when you pop
when you
your
actually
bottle
New
on.
Year's events.
Correct. When you do your champagne toast on 12, what is it,
Yeah,
12:31
31. Mm-hmm.
at midnight, make sure you pop in a bottle of that Social House Fang Exchange collab bottle. So make sure you
Um,
get you a couple of bottles so that they chill for New Year's and you can pop it at midnight. Okay.
that's right.
Wait,
So
do you pop
no, you don't really
vodka?
pop.
Okay.
I think you pop
Y'all see,
champagne.
I don't drink.
I think you pop.
That's champagne,
It's
huh?
like whatever's got a cork in it, right? This
Do they
vodka
have
is not.
pork in
It's
it?
nose. I think it's like a regular twisty top.
See,
But
y'all make a drink for. Do they do that at midnight?
make a drink for the new year. However you do it, just buy it. You can put it on your shelf as a collector's item. You don't even have to
Just
open
buy
it.
it because the people say it tastes good. Just buy
The
it.
people like it.
I don't have time. Just just
So
buy
yeah,
it.
make sure you purchase it. Keep on purchasing and leaning in with Social House Vodka as we support our student athletes. Also, Cracker Pop, it does the same. Okay.
Okay. There it
Also
is.
pick a member. And the reason why you should do that is because we have a volleyball team that's literally headed to the NCAA first round. A volleyball team
Tomorrow
that was literally number 8.
they came in as the eighth seed
Number
in the
8
ACU
in the tournament.
and won it all.
Not what makes it even better is that it was at home, so they defended the home court. And I was listening to a video. Someone interviewed the volleyball players about them winning. I think it was just after the game they had won and clinched the number 1 spot in the SWAC. And one thing that stuck out to me, which is so true, and it speaks volumes about Coach Gokhan, is that she asked, how does it feel? I believe she asked something along the lines, interviewer asked something along the lines of how does it feel to win, or do you being the champions? And she's the athlete, our volleyball player literally said it as if it was like, this is what we do, like this is normal. When we get, and she said to herself, one of our players said to herself, when these new athletes come in from a volleyball team, we tell them like, we're going to win a championship. Like, it's not like, hey, you just come in here to get a scholarship, you come in here to play, you come to get an education. You're doing all that stuff, yes, but expect to win a championship. So even when you go into a tournament, 8 seed, feels like you might have barely made it in because you're the last seed.
Winning is the culture.
If you have a winning culture, if you cultivate winners, if that's who you are, when the new set comes in, no matter if they're a freshman or a transfer, then they're gonna acclimate to the culture that's already there. And it was like a matter of fact for them. It was like a no nonsense, no brainer type of response for them. So that speaks to the volumes. And I think they've either gone to the SWAC championship or won. I can't remember which one. 4 out of the last 5 years or something of that nature. So they're essentially a dynasty at this point for volleyball, women's volleyball. Coach Gokhan, he has a system and he keeps the system rolling. And you expect nothing less than winning in championships from them, even when this year started out very shaky for them.
Yeah.
And that's right, Ms. Gail. She did. She said practice is hard, and you practice how you play, right? You should practice as hard as you play, and sometimes practice needs to be harder than the game. The game should, come natural. You shouldn't have to overthink. You should be doing the things that you've already practiced throughout the weeks and off season. So pretty cool. They'll be in Texas, Austin, Texas, to play.
They already there.
They're already there. They'll be playing the Longhorns. So Rattler Nation, we have a huge base of Rattlers alums in Houston for sure. Pretty sure we have a nice base in Austin, but I believe it's about 2 hours difference.
I don't know, but they met them at the airport.
They met them at the airport.
They met them at the airport with gifts and things like that. And I just want to also mention too, them girls said that they were going to protect their house. Because if you know, the SWAC tournament, the volleyball tournament was hosted FAMU hosted the tournament this year. And they said that nobody, I don't care if I came in the 8th seed, the 28th seed, whatever it was, nobody was coming into that gym and winning the tournament in their house. And that's what they did. That's showed exactly
what they did.
And they protected Al Lawson. And now, like Ashley said, they're in Texas, they're in Austin, and preparing to shock the world. We believe in y'all.
We believe in y'all. Because if we be honest, they, like old Green 78, they have heart. It takes heart to walk in last and walk out first. So take that same heart. They're playing the number 3 team, as you see on the screen, Texas Longhorns. And that's okay, because again, to say as confident as they were to walk in there and say, we're not worried, we're number 8, but we're champions, and this is how we roll, is no different. Let's go on, and tomorrow night, 7 p.m., let's upset.
Rattlers for the upset, period.
Rattlers for the upset in Gregory Gymnasium, 7 p.m. Central Time. So we got to make sure we're watching that on Eastern Time Zone for those of us who are not in the Central Time Zone. But make sure we were supporting the Rattlers, whether you're in Austin, Texas, or whether you're actually watching from your home or wherever you are. Let's cheer these women's volleyball like they are true champions. Like, you cannot deny who they are and what they do. So shout out to Coach Gokhan again. Very consistent coach. The GOAT. He is indeed the GOAT. And the ladies that he brings in and year out. He even has he does some things like when it's not volleyball season. He's still coaching volleyball even in the community. Until it has a community. So I'm excited. I'm going to watch, and that's right, little baby. Did we see what platform it'll be showing on? Do we know what platform this game will be showing on? We need to make sure we.
It should be on SWAC TV as well. I don't know. It might be on ESPN Plus.
My assumption is ESPN Plus, but if somebody
stream it from some type of SWAC platform too, because we are clearly the only team that is going.
Yep, ESPN Plus for sure. And then I don't think it'll be on SWAC TV yet, but I believe I saw something earlier today where SWAC TV is working to get these types of games on SWAC TV in the future, which would be cool. If your team is being represented, do your best to try to show it on your platform. Get some more eyes on the 8 p.m. Get some more eyes. on SWAC TV, because the more advertising and eyes and the uses of SWAC TV, the more that it generates dollars, advertising dollars, which still comes back around and divided between our institutions. So FAMU benefits. So does to do the other schools in the conference. We all benefit when we increase our viewership with SWAC TV. So that's just a little side plug on that. So again, shout out to our women's volleyball team. We are excited. We are happy. And one thing we want to do, the reason why I even kind of segued into it, is because we do want to, the women's volleyball team is doing exceptionally well, and we would like to support a couple of those athletes as well with Fang Exchange. We've already supported men's basketball in since our inception, men's basketball, women's basketball, football, track and field. It's time to add volleyball and softball into the mix. So we do that with you, like Tashay mentioned earlier. We do that with you, and even those who may not quite be ready to give yet, but are kind of aware. So go find you a tier. Another thing about that is that we're actually getting ready to add a new tier to our membership packages, right?
1887, our favorite number.
So the 1880 Strikes package will be coming out very soon. It was something that was kind of brought up on a last Monday night show with Mr. Steve Campbell, and he kind of pushed for it to happen, and we are working on in the background to get it ready to launch out. So that 1887 is simply $18.87 a month tier that you can jump in on. And those of you who are not either not giving at all, or maybe you're doing the lower tier, the $10 tier, the $15 tier, bump it up a couple dollars. Come on, join 1887 or whatever works best for your budget. So be on the lookout for the 1887 tier that will be coming out very, very soon, like before the year's out soon.
Yeah, we want to be able to help our coaches, not even just in the season, but in the off season for recruitment. So we do that with your support. Yeah, we couldn't do it without you. So please make sure you guys are here every Thursday, and we appreciate that. And we talk mess, but of course, all of this started because the need for NIL. So don't forget. Thank you to those of you that are giving, that are members. You are the reason why we sing, okay? I'm just kidding. Y'all the real MVPs, and you are what makes it possible for us when we do get those phone calls, and we do get those phone calls.
No, we do.
To put out those fires
to help with any way we can. We all, they happen more often than not. A lot of times things happen in the background, and that's okay, because we don't talk about everything. We don't have to talk about everything all the time,
because that's not what it's about, right?
Right.
We are here for the love of things, and we want our coaches to know that if they need something, and we want them to feel like, you know what, if something is awry, going crazy, help, or they need some help, or they need something quick, and they need something done. We want people to know that Fang Exchange is here, and that you can call beyond NIL, and it has been that type of thing.
That's been the case.
Yeah. So, we do that with you all support, and we sincerely appreciate it for all of the fires that you have directly supported us and help us to put out. On the lighter side, can we get a duet from you too? Duet of what, Miss Gail?
A duet of what?
Miss Gail around here.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
She want to play.
What you talking about?
She want to play games. Okay. So we're moving into basketball season.
Correct.
Let me just say this.
I was just getting ready to sing. Miss Gail, why do you think we can sing?
Miss Gail,
what make you think we can sing?
Our ladies played a solid game.
Absolutely.
They were this close to
very close.
Jacksonville University is not in the chat. They were this close. So we are so.
So we played. Both the men and women played Jacksonville University, right? On December 2nd. That was 2 days ago. So the women's team and the men's team both took a loss to Jacksonville University, but they were competitive games.
They were extremely competitive.
They were competitive.
Extremely.
So as we lean in close, we're trying to get those wins that we want. Those wins that we want. Let me put our comments back on the screen. But
girls was pretty close. The girls
it was
game
leading
was
for a good
close.
amount of the game as well.
Yeah, we were leading up until 4 minutes.
Yeah,
they did. Both teams looked much better. They were leading up until about 4 minutes into the game, and then, but I think what did they lose by? A couple of points. What was the score final, Ashley?
the final
Ashley's
score.
the basketball girl.
So they lost by 7 points. Again, the score was Jacksonville 70, FAMU women's basketball 63. So now the men you're right, the men had a much closer game. Much closer game. Actually went to overtime. And I'll be honest, I caught the men's game, and we got to work on free throws because that game, we should have ended that game off of free throws alone. Those last clutch free throws in the end absolutely should have been clutch, and they were missed. And that could have ended the game. Took us in overtime. We end up losing by 2 points, I believe. Yes. Yeah. 2 points we lost.
Ashley about to turn up this season, y'all. This is her season. If y'all haven't guessed already, I'm the football girl, but Ashley is the basketball girl. She about to turn up, okay?
So what up, Troy? Fat Mouse Sports.
Ashley want to talk about basketball all day.
Y'all see what Troy said? Hit the like button. Do what Troy said. But I will say that those are some. You're right, little baby. Those are some characteristics. But we got a lot of games to go. We still got a long season. We haven't even hit SWAC play. So we're gonna watch this closely and see if our teams can gel because these are new athletes.
New coach, new season. Coach.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. We got a true freshman. I'm a big fan of her already. She's shown your student from
Cornelia.
Cornelia. I'm a big fan of Cornelia already. I like to see more out of her. At least she's number 16. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Number 16. On the women's side of things. I'm really excited to see more out of her. And see what she does this season, just even as a true freshman, to come in and be able to play up at this college level. And then she's played against some D1 FBS basketball teams, and it's not easy to do. So I really
like 14.5 points a game.
Is she averaging?
I mean, no, I'm saying when she played in that
the first, I think she played Florida State. We played Florida State, and I think that's the game where. I'll tell you right here. Yep, she had 16 points.
Yeah. So off the bench too, right?
Off the bench, yes. 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to have 16 points off the bench as a true freshman says a lot about her ability to come in and affect the game. We all know that when you come off the bench, your minutes can be limited. So that means you got to make it count for real. And if you score 16 points, some people play a whole game and don't score 16 points. So the cool thing is that from the men's side basketball, they play Jacksonville University again. I'm not sure if the women played them as well, but I know the men do play them as well. I'm actually looking up scores and stats as we talk.
Shiny fishes. Who was he talking about? Jacksonville?
Who did he say?
FAMU men gonna get some payback versus those shiny fishes.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville. They're gonna come December 17th. Okay. We'll play them again on December 17th
in Lawson.
And we totally should have won that game. And even when I looked at it, I was like, I didn't feel like Jacksonville, that they were just astronomically more talented than us. The Dolphins, they're JU Dolphins, so that's why you call them shiny fishes.
Got it.
Okay, but watching them play, we totally should have and could have won that game. We had some pesky mistakes going on from what I could see from the men's side, and we totally should pay them back, pay the JU Dolphins back when they come back in about 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to get them back. Oh, I didn't know this either, O Green. So she leads the team. That's what I'm saying. I like her. Like I just like her.
She was like that in high school.
I like her a lot. I like her a lot. So
now why we want? He said he hope we beat gambling. Basketball. Why y'all want to beat gambling?
Gambling.
What's the beef with gambling?
That's right, little baby. Turnovers did kill the game. And I'm gonna say it to the end. It's always, no matter what sport or what game you're playing, it's always hard to blame anything on one play, one score, 1 point, one pass. But those free throws at the end with less than 10 seconds had to be made, at least one of them, because it forced them to shoot a buzzer beater 3 to even try to score, and they missed it. So those, we've got to get better at free throw shooting, because they are key. It's almost like a extra point in football. You can't miss it because so a lot of times you need an extra point in the end.
Extra point.
And they're free, so make them. They call free throws for a reason. But yeah, Grambling's coming up. Let me see. I'm looking at the schedule now. Tomorrow, the men's basketball plays in a HBCU Classic tournament in Orlando. So we will be playing.
That man ain't did nothing to us.
Nothing. Actually, the other way around. We're not going to talk about
that. That man ain't did nothing to us. Now we need to stop it.
Barber Scotia. Yeah, do you all know who's heard of Barber
That's
Scotia?
in Virgin Islands, isn't it?
That's our opponent for tomorrow.
Isn't that in Virgin Islands? Miss Gail, we did too. We did too.
Still do. Anyway.
That's the only time I'm not pulling for him, Miss Gail, is when he played that orange and green. But outside of that,
yeah, that's our guy. He was. I like him.
He was locked in with an exchange.
So our opponent tomorrow for the men's tournament in Orlando, State Farm Fieldhouse, is Barber Scotia, and I will say, let's see where they're from, because I have not heard.
That's the Virgin Islands, right?
You said the Virgin Islands,
isn't it? Look, Frank gonna talk about us. He say us people in Florida don't know no geography. What he say? We don't know geography. We don't know. They don't teach.
It's okay.
Isn't that in Virgin Islands?
Friend, you better ask the chat, because I'm not your girl for that answer. I'm not even gonna fake it like I know where Barber Scotia is. Wait,
why would we be playing somebody from the Virgin Islands? They gonna fly all the way over here. Where's Barber Scotia, y'all?
Barber Scotia. Okay, we might have to just be time to Google. Demetra, our resident.
He don't know either. I'm better than Ashley, Frank.
Let's see, Barber Scotia.
Ashley don't know what nothing is down the street.
I don't even know what nothing is in my own city. But you know that's neither here nor there. You know, we're not talking about me.
Y'all, we can't talk about what we did yesterday, but it was so funny. Ashley was like, well, where is this place? She don't know no place, y'all. She was just...
I do not. I save my brain cells for other things. Actually, this is in Concord, North Carolina. Interesting.
Right. This is what I don't put the people in.
You don't put them way out in the Virgin Islands, out there in the water somewhere. Barber Scotia, that's something.
Me too. South Caribbean to me. Forget about it.
They are in Concord, North Carolina, so we will be playing that team tomorrow.
Scotia?
And if you're in the Orlando, Central Florida area, make sure you get down to the game and support. But it's multiple games going on, I believe.
Barber Scotia being in
But you gotta understand, it's a classic, so we just were invited to be in the classic. So whatever teams they put in.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is who Barber Scotia being in North Carolina is somebody.
Wild, right? I really think that's two names put together. I'm gonna be honest.
Barber Scotia.
I feel like somebody's last name Barber and somebody's last name Scotia came together and found it.
And they did.
Yeah.
North Carolina, that should not be in North Carolina. Barber.
It's not a location. I don't believe.
I
believe it's two names because it's like Barber - Scotia - Scotia.
Oh, it's a private school.
I think it's some school.
It's a private school like Bethune-Cookman. And they took Bethune and
Cookman and put it together. It's like that. That's what I believe it is. Yeah. And you're right, Marvin. North Carolina has some ball players, so we'll see what they look like tomorrow. And see it, check out the score, and I think
we need to get all our ball players from the DMV. That's who got some ball players up there.
Up north got the best ball players.
Yeah, we need to go to Baltimore. All that. We need to go to the DMV and get some ball players.
Okay, let's see. Who are we playing? I'm trying to see who else we'll be playing.
I majored in English. You asked me a question about Shakespeare, John Donne, A meditation 17, I got you. Okay. But don't ask me nothing about Barbara Scotia. I have no clue where that is.
Never, because we thought the whole time we thought it was a location, and it's actually looks like it's two names put together.
Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven, I got you.
Marvin said the Ballers are also in Philly and New York. Yeah, you're right. New York,
Yeah, up
they have
north.
great street players in New York. Anything
Really,
up north, you probably gonna get some good
you
basketball.
gonna get you some good basketball players. Yeah,
Um,
but that DMV area in Baltimore and all, they got some really good basketball players. Um, yeah.
so yeah, I'm looking for. I mean, the teams that are in this invitational. If we're just looking at the logos of the teams, we have Bethune, we have Edward Waters, we have Hampton, Tuskegee. Looks like
Ooh, I hope we don't have to see Batum. I can't lose to
Cheney
Batum.
University. They're gonna play Cheney. Barbara Scotia looks like they're the Sabres. I don't know if this is a saber-tooth tiger. So yeah,
Charlie Ward got to get our get back. Somebody go tell Charlie Ward that when we play Bethune Cookman, he got to get our get back since we
yeah,
lost
we need to
the
get him back.
classic.
And if we're being honest, we really need to get back from last mid-season.
Yeah, because that game was crazy.
That
too
game was
against
crazy. That was a
Cookman.
crazy game.
But at least we lost the classic. I mean, we won the classic last year, so it was a little less.
It
But
felt a
this
little
year
better,
we
but
done lost the classic. So now basketball got to get out. We got to sweep.
we got to
The
get out.
girls got to beat them.
We got to do it all because, baby, we're not gonna get them Wildcats off of us if we let them get us in basketball too.
Listen, y'all. I walked into a classroom today. They put me in another classroom. I walked into a classroom. I kid you not. The man had a Bethune Cookman. Y'all. I stay in my class. My business. I don't talk to nobody. The man had a Bethune Cookman pennant hanging up. I never paid attention to it. I said, "You went to Bethune Cookman?" He said, "Yeah, I did." I said, "Oh wow, I'm from Florida too." I said, "I went to FAMU." First thing came out his fat mouth. "Oh, we whooped up on y'all last week."
They're so happy. They're so happy. We can't let this happen next year. We got to redeem ourselves. For the rest, everything, volleyball, especially softball, baseball, because we go at it with Bethune baseball.
Yep.
Bethune has some great baseball.
Then he come telling me about how many times they don't won in the 2000s. And I told him to check the overall record. That man told me he don't remember nothing happened in 1970. Y'all, I cannot believe we let the people win, and now I have to deal with this all the way in Atlanta.
Listen, be mad.
We know. We know.
We are well aware. I think honestly, the whole SWAC know that.
They were supposed to beat Auburn. They should have beat Auburn.
They should have beat Auburn. Yeah, they should have beat.
They should have beat Auburn.
They definitely should have beat Auburn.
But I don't care. All the records go out the window. To be honest,
I think that the SWAC, since we've been here, you learn more and more about the SWAC. SWAC is a football conference, right? Mm-hmm. But SWAC basketball is going to be very good this year.
It sure is.
You can tell the elevation of the coaches, the players, the teamwork. SWAC basketball will be fun to watch this year, and it's not just one or two teams. It feels like it's at least five, maybe 6 teams that have like a real say so in. Just depending on how the cookie crumbles. I mean, some teams are in different tiers than others. Don't get me wrong when I say that, but we have like about the top 6. It's gonna be fun to watch. Play. Compete.
And you can't ever count the thing about what I've noticed, because I've gone to the SWAC basketball tournament the last 3 years. You can't count out anybody. And now that it is switching to this 12 team tournament, it's gonna be crazy. It is really going to be crazy because a lot of our teams have gone and beat out of conference opponents. Last night, Southern University just went to beat Arizona. They were undefeated. And they beat them like 63-57. Mm-hmm. A solid win, which our girl Olivia,
one of our very own. Yep.
She is now she's actually coming off the bench. She played for about, she got a couple of points. I went and looked up her stats. She did pretty well coming off the bench. So yeah, they beat them yesterday. I mean, no, not yesterday, 2 days ago. So
yeah, I look forward to SWAC basketball. I'm looking forward to seeing how our teams fare let's see, when does SWAC, the actual conference play start? Because I know we're still in the thick of these, what we call money games. So January starts conference play, looks like, for the men.
Troy, Don't eat gas station barbecue, baby.
Troy sounds very
Stop
proud
it. Stop
to
eat.
have
He
his.
always talking about how he be eating the barbecue at the gas station in Birmingham.
Yeah, so January for men and women starts our conference play. And guess who we started with? Trusty old Bethune. So I need you guys to come off of all these out of conference games with a chip on your shoulder,
Look,
ready to win.
look what old Green said though. Put that comment up.
Where's old Green? Let me see.
What does that mean? Is it giving
Does that mean
comparable?
something?
I don't know, but the score was pretty even. I don't know. Maybe they both lost. We did, and they lost to that school by 4. So and just like anything else, when it comes to playing your rival,
The competition levels out.
all of that goes. The records go out the door. How good everybody is, all that is out the door. I just pray that Angela Suggs took Charlie Ward, you know, somewhere and told him I mean, he's from Tallahassee, so you would think but he really need a real stern talking to about how important the BCU game is. Don't think it's just football, Charlie Ward. We want to beat them at dominoes,
Everything.
tic-tac-toe,
Pickleball.
everything.
Who can
Shooting,
blink the fastest? It
spitting
doesn't matter.
contest. We want to beat them people at any time something happens. We want to beat them people. So do not think it is just football, Charlie Ward. We want to beat them at jacks, dominoes, skip bow. What's beat them at everything. So, and now that we lost football to them, it's incumbent upon you.
It's really tough on you now because we just can't go out like this.
Auntie Bridget, Auntie Gordon, you know you are Auntie. Mr. Charlie Ward.
Now. Mr. Heisman, Charlie Ward.
Mr. Heisman. Listen, they put it in the chat. I love them so much. Taboo, everything.
Candyland.
Monopoly.
I've not seen Candyland in so long.
Listen, whatever it is, if it's us against Cookman, I want to win.
We got to win, and we got to talk trash.
Eating contest, hot dog eating contest. I don't care. I want to win. We want to win.
January 3rd is the day to start.
That's the day.
Play them on January 3rd. So listen, and matter of fact, I'm going to that game. That's exactly a month, pretty much from now. Pretty much.
Charlie Ward, we got to beat them.
I'll be there in attendance. That's not too far from me. That's gonna be an easy one. I gotta be, and I'm gonna just tell you that last year's game, Bethune's gym is very small, as we know, very much old school type gym. But that thing was jumping in there. I mean, it just because Lawson is so big and spread out, it's nice. But when you get that small, intimate Gaither feel that we know how we feel in Gaither, it felt like everybody was on top of each other, and it was
basketball games in Gaither was lit.
It was crazy last year when I went. So I'm going back. I'm gonna go back to Bethune. Everything with BCU is a classic. Every game, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give me some Bethune wings too. Bethune grill wings when I go.
Listen, somebody got to explain it to them because I'm telling you, one thing I always will respect is that Willie Simmons understood. There's 2 games you just do not lose. That's homecoming and that's the classic.
That's it.
And
every school, no matter what level they're at, they have certain games that you just don't lose. A rival in the big.
You just don't
whatever
lose
the rivals are.
So Charlie Ward.
Speaking of classic, let's put a pin in that. I've been seeing online about how we're trying to figure out like the classic may move.
Yeah,
next year
they're going to be renovating Camping World, so they're talking about moving it to UCF, which will mean because the stadium they're talking about moving it to has significantly less seats. So if it is moved there, you're going to have to get your tickets early because I think the stadium that we're moving it to only holds 44,000 people, and this year alone we had 58,000 people there. Yeah. And that ain't counting everybody who was sitting around outside.
And baby, you can imagine what it looks like outside.
Yeah. So, and it's probably going to be much more corralled and all that. It's going to be much.
I don't know if the vendors. I don't know if they'll come up with a contingency plan for vendors who typically are stationed outside of the stadium. I'm not sure they can pull that same setup off on
at
UCF's
somebody's
campus.
campus. Exactly.
Correct.
So
they may find a off-site location and say all the vendors go sit up there, which kind of is, I don't know, but hey, we gotta do what we have to do with our
little
venue.
baby, the only good thing is that it ain't our home game this year. So
whatever happens, it's not
that's
we're not the
Cookman
home
got to
game.
deal. Cookman deal with the lost revenue. Cookman that is their home game. So they have to deal with that mess. Yeah, but Rattlers, y'all get your tickets because once they open up. Also too, we were talking about other sports, but since we brought that up, I've been seeing a lot of chatter online, and let me just say this, and I'm not going to belabor the point, but I just want to say this. We still have to support. We still need to buy season tickets. We still need to purchase our tickets for football. I've been seeing a lot of chatter about, I'm not. Listen, y'all.
Support cannot waver.
Our support
Even
cannot
if we are
waver.
not happy about the outcome of the product,
Yeah, we
support
are
has to remain the
not
same.
fair weather friends.
This is ours.
Fair
Keep
weather
in mind,
fans.
this is
I'm
our
sorry.
school.
Yeah,
This
these
is
are our
ours.
Rattlers. No matter who goes on the field, the support can't waver. So while we may not be pleased with the product and other things that may be going on, at the end of the day, it's counterproductive to what we want to see happen when we decide not to support in the way of ticket sales and things like that. Now, if you don't want to come,
but the
then
dollars have
that's
to
on
roll.
you. I can't say because I know that Ashley and I both, we travel to the games, so we have to it's expenses getting there and being there and things like that. So I understand, but at least purchase your ticket. Let that be your donation to athletics. Purchase your season tickets. If you don't want to sit in the stands to watch the game, I understand. We sat through Alex Wood in the heat, in the rain, so I get it.
And that's what you call a consistent fan.
But still buy your tickets.
This is our program. The way I view it is, people come, people go, but I'm gonna be here, and fam, you're gonna be here. So
that's it. That the name on
the shield is the shield, no matter what.
Yeah,
the nobody's bigger than the program, so we're gonna support it.
On that on any of the doors in any coaching position will change, but where you got your degree from will not. You will always be a graduate of the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, the College of Love and Charity. That's not going to change no matter who coaches basketball, football, track, baseball, none of that. That will change. Okay?
Yep.
Where you got your degree from, what taught you, what learned you, as my granddaddy says, learned you, what cradled you.
A lot of us are who we
you,
are because of this very place. So.
What gave you, your way of life in the form of being able to have a career, it doesn't change. That's still FAMU, and we still have to support as alums. So be angry, is righteous indignation, but do not pull back your financial support, because that will hurt more than it helps. And we just cannot afford to do that, because if not us, then who? Ain't nobody coming to save us. We got to save ourselves. So please, 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 when season tickets open up, please make sure you buy your season tickets. You ain't got to come. Okay? But at the end of the day, you're going to be counted because we purchased the ticket. So you right. And we going to, little baby, we going to do that. We going to still raise that. But we going to make sure
we're gonna support, we're going to put our money where our mouth is.
That's it. Because when it all boils down to it, the first thing that they love to say is that we have a lot to say, and then start looking back at the percentage of giving from alums and donors.
Right.
They love to say that.
Let's take away all the opportunities to focus on what's not what other things. So we can continue to support. We certainly don't want to go down. If anything, we wanted to move upward. if we're gonna have a conversation about alumni giving in support.
Yeah, because where my dollars go, that means you got to take my input. If I'm paying, that means I have some input. So we got to put our money where
and let's encourage each other to stay steadfast. Again, this is the name on the front is a perfect way to say it. We represent the name on the front of the jersey. No matter how you feel about it, the name on the front don't change
at all.
But anyway, as we come to kind of winding this show down, wanted to just, we talked about a lot tonight. We've talked about basketball, men's and women. We've talked about football at the end of the football. We've talked about volleyball. We've talked about NIL. We've talked about the classic potentially changing. So we've kind of had a robust bit of conversation tonight. And I think it's about time to wind it on down.
Absolutely.
And check it in and see y'all again next week Monday first. We'll be on Monday and then we'll be back on Thursday. And me and Tashay are kind of thinking about potentially changing our show day potentially to a different day of the week. So we'll let you know if that happens and when that happens, but that's just something we're considering. We know y'all gonna come hang out with us no matter which day of the week because we cool like that. We're cool like that. So we'll make sure you all know and tell a friend to tell a friend, like the stream, like the channel, subscribe, even share if you can and will. And any parting words for you, TJ?
Any parting words? Go Rattlers in Austin.
That's right. We got a Rattler playing this weekend. Coach Quinn.
I think I'm going to that game. I think I'm going to go to the game.
Coach Quinn Gray will be playing Golden Rams on Saturday and Albany. Albany.
So
Georgia. So if you're in the area, I know many Rattlers are going to be going to are going to be going to support him as well in his playoff game. So he has a few more games until he gets to that championship. So shout out to Coach Quinn Gray on your game on Saturday. Bring us back a dub. Even though you aren't coaching, you're coaching for Albany, you're a Rattler, so we're going to take on that dub like it's ours. You win, we win. We all win together.
Right. Go Lady Rattlers. Go Coach Gray.
Go Coach.
And as always, go Rattlers.
Go Rattlers, because that's what it is. See y'all next week. Strike, strike, strike.
Strike again.